Hi everybody, welcome. I'm Ches and this is Retro Nirvana Gaming. Today we are doing a modern game room tour. We've done some upgrades to the game room this year with some lighting, recessed lighting, and some new bookshelves. And I wanted to show you guys everything that we've done in the last couple of weeks. And so don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. We are working our way to 2,200 subscribers. We just got to 2,100 subscribers, and I would really appreciate your help growing the channel, and you'll see more of our videos. Alright, here we go.
Okay, so we're going to start off the game room tour with the welcome to our home or probably playing video games sign that we absolutely love. And here is the reveal of the room itself. After doing the lighting, this is what the new game room looks like. I'm super happy with the way it turned out. Also put in some new bookshelves here. So we have this section over here with a lot of great stuff. So we'll start off over here with the awesome Breath of the Wild poster here. Over here is where we have the Wii U Collection, including 2 boxed consoles. The one on the right, the 3D World one, and Nintendo Land one is mine. And my wife Lulu's is the one with the new Super Mario Bros. U 2 games included. Here is a nice selection of Wii U games, including 2 of the rarest Wii U games. Devil's Third, very pricey game, is now the most expensive Wii U game. And Book of Unwritten Tales 2. That one is also very, very pricey. We also have pretty much all the main titles, along with some big box copies of Twilight Princess, Amiibo Festival, Wii Party, the Shantae big box version, all the Zeldas, Assassin's Creed. On this shelf we have Star Fox Zero, Launch Edition, Game & Wario, Funky Barn. Pretty much all the good ones. Super Mario Maker, this is also one we got at launch. Big box version. Very, very nice. Actually got that from Goodwill on Black Friday when it launched. Okay, next section here is just the regular titles of Switch. Nothing collector's edition, just many, many shelves of Nintendo Switch Red cases. So we have everything from the first party titles to Doom, Wolfenstein, Eastward, Street Fighter. All the first party titles are on the top shelf here. Then we have a lot of other filler titles, all really good titles, not a lot of crappy games, just a lot of good stuff. Same thing with this section here. We only really have 3, actually it's 2 now, games we need cases for. This one we actually did get, so that is in the collection now. This shelf down here, same thing. Lots of great titles here. And then we're working our way down. Here's some of our collection of Switch cases. So we have 3 Zelda ones right there. More awesome Switch games right here. Some of these are actually my wife Lulu's. We have Martian Panic and Starlink, Battle for Atlas right here. Okay, moving on to the collector's edition stuff. We have 2 cabinets here. Actually we have, well, this is one cabinet here. And then we have a couple other cabinets on the other side here. So on the top here I put a lot of Nintendo collectibles. We have the little lamps. We have the Xenoblade 3 amiibo here. We also have a Ring Fit Adventure box, and we have the Metroid with the Emmy amiibos right there. So Samus Aran. In here is our collector's edition cabinet. So we have a lot of amiibos, along with 2 Switch OLEDs in here. We have this really cool Samus case from Metroid Dread. Lots of awesome amiibos. We have a Breath of the Wild, actually Tears of the Kingdom fanny pack still in the box, or in the plastic. This was a pre-order item, I believe from Target. Tears of the Kingdom Collector's Edition. A lot of other awesome Collector's Edition. We have Link right here. Plushie. Second shelf, we have Princess Zelda, along with Toki over here, Switch Sports, Sifu Vengeance Edition, Sakuna of Rice and Ruin, Valkyria Chronicles with the Tank Edition, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Wise Memories, or the Oath of Falgana, my favorite Switch game, Octopath Traveler Wayfarer's Edition with the pop-up book, and then we have a bunch of awesome Switch JRPGs here on this shelf, including a sealed Chrono Cross, and then we have a couple of other ones down here. So we got, this one is Akiba Strip, Hellbound and Debriefed, World Championship NES Edition, Big Box's Wonderful Life, Pioneers of Olive Town, big box version over here as well. We have a Giraffe and Annika big box version right here. And we have more farming games down here. So we have a Pikmin 4 water bottle. This is a pre-order bonus. We have Rune Factory, Harvestella, Story of Seasons, Friends of Deadly Premonitions, Subnautica, Panzer Paladin. And then we have one of my favorite Metroidvanias, Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, with the Steelbook from Best Buy, I believe it was. Okay, then I also have, I'm lucky enough to have picked up these two cabinets many years ago now from the Goodwill. So these are 40 bucks each. They do have lights in here, but right now they are not really working, which is fine. Now that we have pretty good lighting in here, it's you can kind of see exactly what's going on in here. So on the top here, we have a lot of collectibles from Mario. We have the Chips Ahoy. We have a bunch of really awesome amiibos, including Terry Bogard, Sephiroth. This one is Byleth, Banjo-Kazooie, the hero from Dragon Quest, and Joker. Then we have our awesome Nintendo World of Nintendo figures here. So we have a Wind Waker one with a mini model set, and we have Mario Kart with the 4 racers right there. Okay, so now inside this cabinet here, we have a couple of themed shelves for each. There's 4 different themes. So this one is all platformers. So as you can see, we have Crash, Marsupilami, Mario Wonder. We have Lucky's Tale, Kaze and the Wild Mask, KZ. In here we also have Teslagrad, Spyro, Crash Insane Trilogy, Mario 3D All-Stars, Paper Mario, Luigi's Mansion 3 is also in there. We have a Luigi just fell over. And of course we have Nabbit over here. He's really cute. Okay, next shelf over here, we have RPGs and lots of RPGs from Atlas. So we have the Personas, all of them. So we basically have Persona 3, 4, 5, all the spin-off games, including like the Steelbook as well for Persona Strikers. We have Catherine. We have Shimigami 5 right there. Octopath, Final Fantasy Collection, Grandia. I do have a ton of JRPGs, so these are just one shelf of those. Next shelf over here, we have Elephant Mario, which is a really great plushie. We also have the Wise games, Wise 8, Wise Origins, Wise 9, Fairy Tale, Tactics Ogre. We have, lots of really good ones in here, including Wise Nordics. This is a brand new one that we just got in the collection. Last shelf over here of this first cabinet has the Fire Emblem collection, along with Monster Hunter Rise, all the Shantae games. So those are all the Shantae ones on the Switch, except for Pirate's Curse, I believe, is the only one we do not have, but we have that on the 3DS, so I'm lucky enough to have at least one copy of that. Okay, moving on to the second cabinet. This one has all Pokemon on top and Pokemon related spin-off games. So we have Nexamon Extinction. We have Monster Crown, Pokken Tournament, Brilliant Diamond, Monster Harvest, Pokemon Rescue Dungeon, We have Pokemon Eevee, Violet, Pearl, Shining Pearl, Pikachu, Shield, Sword, and Snap. So yeah, that's a nice cabinet there of all those awesome Pokemon games. Over here we have more like action games. So we have some beat 'em ups. We have Double Dragon games in here. We have the Takeovers, another really great game. Here's our couple Kirby games in there. We do have all those. Trails from Zero, Rune Factory 5, No More Heroes 1, 2, and 3. Zombies Ate My Neighbors, that's what this is from, those 3D glasses. And Pocky and Rocky Reshrined. Okay, second to last shelf here, we have a lot of really great games here. They're mostly Zelda games on the right here. And then we have some other filler titles, such as Adelaire Rizza, Hades, Metroid Dread. We have Bayonetta 3 in here, River City Girls, Dust and Elysian Tale, Ni no Kuni 2. Last but not least, this last shelf of collector's edition stuff has Mary Skelter. We have Galgun, the Castlevania collection, Dragon Quest games, Nier, Amori, Bravely Default 2. We also have Sealed Mary Skelter Finale, Caligula Effect, Tales of Vesperia. I do love the Fairy Fencer game. So this one is Advent Dark Force. Very good game. Love this game. Final Fantasy 7 and 8. Faerun. This is kind of rare now from Super Rare Games. So yeah, that is the Switch collection so far. So that's about a 500 and almost 560 on the games for that. Okay, second part of the collection is going to be this wall here of games. So we have the Oculus Quest 2, Iron Man VR, and then we go right into the PlayStation 5 collection. So this is not every game we have, but it's the ones we keep in here. We do have a duplicate of Assassin's Creed Odyssey that we got for really cheap. And we do have some that are still sealed in here, but there's a lot of really great games in here. We have only just scratched the surface of collecting for PlayStation 5. We are going to pick up a lot more over the next few years. So we have a lot of room for expansion here. At the moment, we're just keeping the plushies here as part of like a placeholder kind of thing until we add more Switch 2 games, PlayStation 5 games, etc. So this one's going to be kind of all for newer console generation games that are coming up in the future. This is what we built this bookshelf for. Okay, moving on here, we have a really comfortable IKEA chair that I do sit in sometimes just to play handhelds. Then we have our little shelf display area here with all our Pokemon and Mario Brothers themed items, along with some Halo Master Chief helmet, and we have the Oculus Quest 2 right here. That is Lulu's. And so yeah, we keep some of the Switch collector's editions there with like the plushies. You have the Shantae one here. There is a Shovel Knight one over here as well, along with the Banjo-Kazooie one is over there as well. That is not a Switch one, but it's very cool. Okay, moving on over here to this part of the wall, the game room tour. We have the 4 Zelda posters. So we have a really cool one from Breath of the Wild here with Zelda right there and Link. We have a Skyward Sword one right here, which is one of my favorite Zelda games. Tears of the Kingdom, gotta have that iconic scene there, sitting up on the rock there. And Majora's Mask is another fantastic game. So yes, these are all the ones that we have displayed right here. I think it looks really, really great. Makes a nice statement that we love Zelda. Moving over here, we have our sectional couch with the game-related blankets. So we have a blanket for Kirby, Pokemon, Mario. We have Conqueror sitting right there. And then this is usually where I sit and play my games right here. Very comfortable, has the recliner on this side. We have 2 TVs here. The first one is for more modern gaming. It is not actually a 4K TV, but that's okay. And then we have another TV that is also not 4K, but it's a little bit smaller, but it's very nice as well. Okay, and then here we have all our consoles here. So we have a PlayStation 4 with the VR. We have a couple of PS3s. One is actually backwards compatible with PS1 and PS2 games. We also have a Switch OLED with the Zelda one. I did actually switch out the Joy-Cons with the white ones from the Metroid one. We have a 360 right here. I have several different 360s, but this is the one I actually play games on. We have just the controllers for the NES Classic Edition. It's actually in one of the other rooms. Over here we have our Wii U with the gamepad and the Pro Controller, along with the 4-player adapter in case we want to play Smash Brothers. Over here we also have a Switch without Joy-Cons, the Xbox One with the Kinect. We have an Xbox 360 Elite Black console right there. Okay, looking up here, we actually have a whole section of boxed consoles here. So we have 3 different Switch boxes up here, including the Mario Kart 8 one. We have Pro Controllers and accessories on top here, along with PS5 box, PS4 Slim box. We have a factory sealed pink DualShock that we got from Goodwill for pretty cheap back in the day. PlayStation 3 box, Xbox One box, Series X box. Okay. And looking at the Xbox collection here, this is most of the collection right here. We have a couple of 360s back there. We have an arcade and a regular Xbox 360. We have a Kinect in the box, black controller in the box, and a electric volt yellow controller I got from Goodwill. We have quite a few shelves of Xbox One games here, including Rage, the bigger box version. I did collect Xbox One for a very long time, but I don't really collect for it too much anymore. I just kind of pick them up when they're cheap. I picked them up just to add them to the collection. So that's kind of what it looks like right there. So next we have 360, which I did collect for a very long time, many years, when it was cheap. So we have a huge collection, over 300 games for the 360. There is a lot of titles for the 360. I used to pick these up between like $2 to $5 at Goodwill for many years. So of course we have a lot of great titles on the 360. Even before I started collecting for the 360, I had probably a good 60 or so games. We have somebody from Cuphead right there. We also have the Claptrap from Borderlands. We have the Quantum Nuka-Cola right here from Fallout. I got that from Target a long time ago there. We have the Mech from Lost Planet. Also over here we have some more great titles: Crackdown, Fallout 3, Dead Rising, some Kinect games, and then on the bottom here we have Xbox Original in the box and another Xbox 360 arcade. So that is all the Xbox 360 stuff and Xbox One stuff. We keep that all on one shelf over here. Okay, over here we have the biggest collector's edition we have in our whole collection, and that is a Titanfall collector's edition. This thing is massive. On top of it, we actually have the Xbox Series S toaster, and that thing is kind of cool, but it doesn't really make toast very well. But it was kind of cool to get. We got it for like, I think, less than 20 bucks at Hobby Lobby. And on top of here, or next, we have the PS3 Collection. So over here, first we have the Link's Awakening artwork right there. And then on top here, we have the GoldenEye Reloaded PS3 PlayStation Move controller with the gun. This thing is pretty awesome. We have Book of Spells of the PS3 from J.K. Rowling. Up here we have a pop for Song of the Deep. And then we have my Mega Man mug that I drink coffee out of pretty much every day. We have the Luigi's Mansion 3 poster here, which looks awesome. And then we have the PS3 Collection, which we just started to... We got 2 more shelves, so now we can actually display it very, very well. Right here we have all the RPGs on this shelf, except for a few. So we have Trails of Cold Steel, Eternal Sonata, 3D Dot Game Heroes, Tales of Graces. Pretty much it's all here. Next shelf we have like the Little Big Planet, Infamous, Far Cry games, Dungeon Siege, Dragon Age, we have Kingdom Hearts, Tales of Xillia, and then we have the Ratchet and Clank games, Castlevanias, Split Second is one of my favorite racing games, Darksiders, Puppeteer, that's a really good one. We have my red iconic Agent 47 tie here that I got from Comic-Con. Over here on this 4th shelf here, we have Alien Isolation, the Batman games, GTA, Metal Gear Solid games are right here, all 3 of them. Resident Evil 5 and 6, Silent Hill, Deadly Premonition, so this is all just horror games. Next one we have is Assassin's Creed, a couple duplicates there, Dead Rising, Red Dead Redemption. The fighting games are right here, boom, 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 boom. Ninja Gaiden, all 4 of the God of War games on PS3, Call of Duty 4, Time Crisis. Next shelf has the Tomb Raider games, Naruto, Lost Planet, Gran Turismo, Prototype, Uncharted, all 3 games, Last of Us, Heavenly Sword, that is a very good PlayStation 3 game. I love Bionic Commando, that is a fantastic game as well. Okay, the last shelf has Resistance 2, big box version. We also have Dark Souls, Resistance 1, 2, and 3, SOCOM, Killzone 2 and 3, and we have some more in the back as well. So we have PlayStation Sports Champions, and then there's a few other games back here, nothing too crazy. So yeah, big collection. Gonna zoom out so you guys can see the shelf here. So we have a lot of PlayStation 4 games and PlayStation 3 games. Let's go into the PlayStation 4 now. We have Uncharted, Indivisible, Onimusha, Spider-Man, the Far Cry games, Fallout 4, all of the Yakuza games. So we have 0, 1, 2. This is the remastered collection that has, I think, 3, 4, and 5. 6, Just Cause 4, Doom. I have a lot of the Call of Duty games, not all of them, but I picked them up when they're cheap. Last of Us 1 and 2, God of War. Right here we have the VR shelf and the RPG shelf. So here we have Secret of Mana, Nier Automata, Dragon Quest games, Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal, Earthlock, Tales of Berseria and Zestiria, Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest games here. Yeah, pretty much all of them right there. Then it goes right into the VR section. So we have Rick and Morty, Star Wars Squadrons, Vader Immortal, Doom 3 VR, Doom VFR, Astrobot Moss, Iron Man, and as you can see, Rush of Blood, that's a very good one. Resident Evil Biohazard, that's a fantastic one as well. Okay, so next shelf we have some Star Wars games, Assassin's Creed, Stardew Valley. We have a little bit more VR games here, so Robinson the Journey, PlayStation VR Worlds. We have a couple of One Piece games, Resident Evil 2 and 3, Days Gone, Neo, Daymare, Biomutant. Here is the fighting game section. So we got Street Fighter 5, 5 Arcade Edition, Injustice, Tekken 7, Mortal Kombat XL. And we have Until Dawn, which is one of the best horror games on the PS4. Shadow of Colossus, It Takes Two, Hitman and Hitman 2, Devil May Cry 5, Helldivers. And then this is my favorite section here. These are my favorite PS4 games. So we have Onicambra. This is the Banana Split Edition. Right here. Z2 Chaos. We have Castlevania Symphony of the Night Requiem. So this has 2 different games on there. This is a limited run game, number 443. We also have some of the other ones that are my favorite. Trials of Mana. Sekiro is one of my favorites. Shadows Die Twice. Ghost of Tsushima. Titanfall 2. Subnautica. And then we have some of the otaku figures. The Totaku figures, I'm sorry. Mega Man, Prince Evan, and Lara Croft. Very nice. I love those. Wife Lulu got me those. Okay, we have the Battlefield games, 1, 4, and 5. We have some various titles, including Cyberpunk. This is kind of the re-released version that came out later. Yakuza Like a Dragon. This one is awesome. Neo 2. Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise, another great Sega game. Borderlands, Yooka-Laylee, Medieval, Double Dragon 4, Ni no Kuni. This is like the remastered version that came out later. Yep. I have Ratchet and Clank, Dreams. Let's see, Origami 2, Evil Within, Death Stranding. Some more VR games here, so do not knock twice. Concrete Genie, or Don't Knock Twice. Daracene. Spirit of the North is a really great game where you play as a little fox. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. This one has like, I think 12 games on it. Really, really awesome. Last shelf here, we have Kamawazi, Way of the Thief. I haven't played that yet. Gal Guardians, very good Metroidvania. Back 4 Blood. Elden Ring, of course. That is a must-have for PS4 owners. Then we have Night Trap, is kind of a more collector's type game. Fatal Frame, Maiden of Blackwater. Natural Doctrine, Sexy Brutale. Iconoclast, that's a really good Metroidvania style game as well. Fantastic game. Digimon Next World Order, Digimon World Next Order, Call of Cthulhu, The Raven Remastered, and Man of Medan. So lots of great games, and we still have another like 2.5 shelves of expansion for the PS4. So as you can see, we have lots of space for growth there. And yeah, that's what the collection looks like for that.
Okay, that was our modern game room tour. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite part of the tour, whether you like the Switch cabinets, the PS4 collection, PS3 collection, the awesome Zelda art we have in this game room. Let me know down below. So, hope you enjoyed the tour. Before we end the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. We are working our way to 2,200 subscribers, and I would really appreciate your help getting there. You will see more of our videos, and you'll also be helping the channel. It's free. You just have to hit that subscribe button down below, and you're going to be helping the channel grow. Thank you so much, and look forward to a retro game room tour coming up as well in the next couple weeks. Take care. Bye.